Hello everybody, welcome to the Barrow and welcome to this 99 Septim Delve mission of the Standing Stone. So today we have 99 points worth of Imperial Mage. We are just running the Imperial Mage for this mission. She has a Potion of Minor Stamina, Minor Magicka, Potion of Minor Health, the Fear spell, the Fire Rune spell, both in her quick slots. She has Flames, Firebolt, Imperial Light Armor, Lock-Picking Enchantment on her Imperial Armor, and the Amulet of Arcay. And for our adversaries today, we have Earthsarald Thrice Pierced and 3 Stormcloak Soldiers. So our objective is the Standing Stone in the center, which is this right here. And it is the Lord Stone, so whenever we have access to it, or whenever we control it, we get an extra yellow to our armor rating. For every turn we control it, if there are no adversaries, we get 3 VP, and if there's an equal number of us and an adversary, we get 1 VP. We need at least 8 VP to win, which with one model, we'll see. As far as oaths, I'm taking an offering to the divines. We will not use or equip any treasures. And power of the divines, we will gain the bonus of the standing stone. I don't want to take hallowed ground. It is 4 adversaries. 2 are on the table. We got a lot of spells. No, I don't want it. So where we left off was the Dragonborn and the Imperial Mage had barely made it through the Realm of the Dead. And after their earnings, the Imperial Mage decided she was going to go off on her own, and heard of a great power in the Standing Stone, and went to investigate. What she did not expect to find, however, was a Stormcloak encampment. And even though taking on an entire encampment of Stormcloaks does seem nigh impossible, she thinks that the Standing Stone and the power it contains may very well be worth it for her future adventures. So what the plan is for this is we are going to have to run up the table. We've got some utility spells for some defense. We've got extra healing, and I did take some potions in case things get a little dicey. Fire runes, whenever we control, we can just start placing fire runes around places that Stormcloaks are coming from. They'll be coming from corners closest to the player. With picking skill, if we find any treasure, we can take it with our next delve. I didn't bring any items from the last one because I think we only had one, and Dragonborn can have it. With the fear spell, that'll keep us from getting attacked as often, I hope. They do have to take a wisdom save, I believe, and it's going to be rather difficult. Long range and close range fire spells, and I think we just might have a shot at making this. Start of the turn, let's draw our quest card. And we have Extermination. There must be no adversaries on the board when the game ends. If we were playing on a recommended map size, that might not be an issue with their 12-inch range spell, but with Earthsarald coming up with a red armor, Stormcloak shouldn't be an issue, but Earthsarald I think might. He's going to hit hard, but if we have the Standing Stone, we do get an extra armor, which will be nice. Added with our healing and our frightening or terrifying keyword, I think things might be, it'll be interesting. Start of the Imperial Mage's turn. She moved up and outside of 6 range of this guy in case he, that way he wouldn't activate. We only have 1 activation for adversaries, so that might save us. She's going to put a Firebolt into Stormcloak there. On a green for Destruction Mastery, green, yellow for normal spell. Let's see what we get. We get 3 damage. On a yellow, I don't believe he can save. He cannot, so he is taken off of the field. And he died. Hooray! And then this Stormcloak moved from the chest to defend this objective after hearing his friend die at the hands of a fire-flinging mage. That is the end of turn 1, and now let's see what event we draw. Open ground. Choose one of your models. That model adds 2 inches to its basic movement allowance across open terrain until the end of its next activation. That just might get us up there enough. Unfortunately, that event card did spawn in all of the adversaries. So we've got a Stormcloak in this corner, Stormcloak in this corner, and Earthsherald Thrice Pierced is here. A good distance away. Thank God he did not spawn immediately behind the Imperial Mage. I had considered putting them all there, but I think that would be overkill. So I spread them out a little bit. Alright, moving on to turn 2. Beginning of turn 2 of the Stormcloaks activation, this guy came running up here, off to go defend his friend in the objective, with all of his buddies coming back from patrol, and they heard a commotion. This guy also threw up a block. The Imperial Mage, before moving, is going to cast Fear, since she sees all the Stormcloaks are closing in around her. And it is an intelligence test. 5 does not cut it, so that is 2 magicka gone for nothing. She will now move. With her Fear spell a failure, she decides to move up anyway, and that'll just taunting this Stormcloak here. She's not too afraid because she does have decent armor rating of red. Imperial armor is pretty good. And she does have the Amulet of RK, which does give her some health regeneration. So I think she thinks she will be fine. Stormcloak runs up to defend the objective by attacking the Imperial Mage. And since he did not have to sprint or boost, he gets to power attack. On a 6, that does nothing. And that's the end of the turn, or end of the round. Drawing an event card, we have Disease. Choose one of your models. That model must pass an endurance attribute test or receive a disease diminishing effect card. The Imperial Mage now understands why everyone left this Stormcloak here to defend, because he is diseased, and running up she might catch a little bit of a sickness. But on a 3 she passes, doesn't have to worry about the disease at all. She's fine. Start of the Imperial Mage's turn, with all of her magicka restored back up, she is going to boost all of her Flames spell into the Stormcloak, giving him no chance of surviving. So yellow and 2 extra yellow for boost, as well as a green for Destruction Mastery. Didn't even need it. It was also a -2 to the spell. 4 damage he has to block, which he can't. He is taken off the table, and she will actually search this chest. It is blank, not locked, not anything, but the question is it trapped? It is not, but there are some extra treasures inside. Let's see what we get. Potion of Plentiful Healing. Free action, restores black to health. And the other one is a Circlet of Archery. Adds green to archery skill test when equipped. Awesome. She does not equip any of the items she got, however. She just tucks them nice and neatly away in her bag, because I don't want to lose those victory points. But Earthsherald here, seeing his treasures and men brought down by a foolish Imperial Mage, he's decided to join the battle. And with that, that is the end of round 3. We shall draw an event card, see what we get. Calm before the storm. If the blizzard rules are in effect, they cease until the end of the next round. If neither the darkness nor blizzard rules are in effect, use the blizzard rules from the start of the next round onwards. It is no longer a nice sunny day. The blizzard has just rolled in. And another Stormcloak comes back from patrol. Start of the Stormcloaks activation. The Stormcloak that came in at the end of the round marched on ahead, and that leaves us with ample time and space to prepare and defend. The Imperial Mage moves up to the Standing Stone, gaining its benefit of an extra yellow to her armor. And she is going to once again attempt to cast Fear, which doesn't fail. She's not very good with this spell, although it is useful. At the end of the round, we do get 3 VP for controlling the Standing Stone. And we will now draw an event card. Blessing of Arcade. Roll red and distribute that many health points amongst any of your wounded models. Well, we don't have any wounded models, and we have no adversaries to deploy. Oh, that guy fell off the table. We also gain 1 VP for our party champion controlling the Standing Stone. And she is actually going to attempt to cast a Fire Rune, which we get a green because it's destruction. And that passes. So she casts the rune right here, right in their path, so they will run nice and neatly into that. Also forgot to mention that the blizzard is not blizzarding. So she will just sit there and watch as her rune does all of her work for her. While his companion is a little more cautious, the Stormcloak that came onto the table last, he runs up, trying to fight the Imperial Mage, because she's just standing there, no weapons, just armor and some magic. How hard could she be? But he foolishly steps onto the room. 2 yellow for damage. That's 2, and he gets a yellow for defense, which he does not block. All of it. He explodes in a puff of fire and dies. At the end of the round, we score 3 VP, which we will use to level up the Imperial Mage, and we will draw an event card. Wave the Voice. Your party must include at least 1 model with Dragon Shout's keyword. We do not have that, so next one. Hunter and Hunted. Place 3 NPC tokens as close to the center of the board as possible, but no closer than 6 inches to each other. These are the trapped hunters. They may not be interacted with by any model that is not in your party. Perform the aid action targeting each token to rescue the hunter and remove the token from play. 1 VP per hunter rescued. Well, good thing we control the center, huh? So the hunters were a little hidden. One was kind of tucked away behind this pillar. One was actually behind the Standing Stone. There's another one a little bit closer to the camp. And each of these are worth 1 VP if we do the aid action. So now we begin Stormcloaks activation. And another guy also enters the battlefield. The Stormcloak here in the corner moved up, trying to defend this objective, thinking now is the perfect time to strike, while the Imperial Mage is focused on other things. The Imperial Mage moves and comes to the rescue of this hunter, freeing him from his bonds and scoring us 1 VP. At the end of the round, we do get another 3 VP for controlling the Standing Stone, and we draw an event card. Ancient Riddles. Place a puzzle objective token on the gaming area no closer than 8 inches to any player-controlled model. If possible, place it as far away as possible otherwise. So as she went around the corner to help this hunter, she did spy that there was some sort of strange puzzle over there. And she might want to figure that out. Maybe get some treasure. Maybe test her intelligence a little bit, see what all she does know. Beginning of the Imperial Mage's final advantage. She actually moves within 3 inches of the puzzle token and right next to a chest. But she's going to attempt to solve the puzzle, but triggers a trap instead. Uh-oh. There was a battering ram trap. Oh no. So the trap deals black damage, which is 3. That's max. We have a red to defend. Block 2 of it. Take 1. Not too bad. Not too bad. And this guy moves up. He is downright determined to attack and defeat that Imperial Mage. End of the round, we do not score any VP because we are not by the standing stone, and we draw a treasure card. Not a treasure card, sorry, an event card. What was that? If the adversary rules are in effect, choose a point on the gaming area within 6 inches. Adversary spawns from that. Discard this card. I'm going to discard that because all the adversaries are out. Evasive maneuvers. You may choose one of your models engaged with an enemy of that model. If there is not eligible model, draw another card. Alright. Divine Inspiration. Choose one of your models. That model may reroll any number of dice from its next skill or attribute test. You know, that reminded me. I can automatically get a 1 and pass that. This is the second time that she's trapped herself on a puzzle when she could have just rolled an automatic 1. This is the final round, adversary's advantage. This guy moves up and does not get close enough to actually hit the Imperial Mage. Unfortunately, can't even contest for the treasure. So what she is going to do, she's going to spend an action to roll an automatic 1 to solve the puzzle, gaining 3 VP and a treasure card, which is cash. Discard this card and draw the next 2 treasure cards immediately. A Scroll of Fear, and Potion of Plentiful Stamina. Interesting. She is also going to search this chest, see if it's locked, which it is, but she has the lock-picking skill because of her lock-picking enchantment. So on a 3 becoming a 2, she gets treasure. No, it's trapped. Oh, of course it is. Bear trap. 2 yellow. Alright, 2 yellow, dealing damage. 3, she gets a red to block, which she blocks all of it. At the end of the round, we draw our final event card. Secret Paths. Choose one friendly model that isn't staggered or incapacitated. That model may immediately move up to 6 inches, ignoring terrain and other models. And as quickly as she arrived, she is now running off. On to her next adventure. After kicking up a hornet's nest of Stormcloaks, surprisingly, Earthroll didn't get to join the fight. And with that, that's it. And the dead may now rest. At 16 VP, it was a solid victory. There actually wasn't a whole lot of action, which is kind of sad. I think part of it, this is all in hindsight. Like, we got a lot of treasure, so much treasure. Did not complete our quest, so I'll be picking one of those to keep for the next thing. In hindsight, I think I should have made the map a little smaller, because this guy, who was pretty close, this guy got real close, but none of them actually made it into the fight. There were only like 2 or 3 guys that actually got into the action. The rest was just standing around and place a trap, pick a chest, hit traps. So I think next time if I run one person, I will definitely make the map a little smaller. There also were not that many adversary activations. I think next time I might kick it up to 2, see if that changes anything drastically. I did kit out the Imperial Mage in a lot of stuff. Like, didn't get Fear off, but the Fire Rune isn't bad. Regenerating health and high armor is nice. And then, like, I didn't even need any of the items I had, which I guess these were equipment, so I don't get to choose those for the next free thing. It would be those. But that is it. Thank you guys for watching, and remember to keep your treasure safe and hidden and secret and protected. That way Dragonborns or maybe Imperial Mages do not come and steal it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm the Barrow Master, and I'll see you guys next time.